Ann Arbor really appeals to me, and I look forward to developing into a great player under the great tutelage of the amazing coaching staff working there. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in on such an important day.
Hey, yo, break. Just like we practiced today, all right? Da 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 da. Go Blue! Mama.
Go back behind the camera. Go back behind the camera.
Frequency vibrations. Well, you know that little dance.
Can't be sleeping, keep on waking without the woman next to me. Guilt is burning, inside I'm hurting.
Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's Texas and the Michigan Wolverines.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
Now let's take a look at the Longhorns' opening lineup. They've got Doherty. Ellis is out there with Edwards. Then it's Turner, and it's Ford in at the power forward.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan.
And thinking back to the Fab Five, there were 5 freshmen, all brought in the same year, and they all started.
Yeah. Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose were the most successful pros, all of them playing professionally at some level. It's still considered one of the greatest freshman classes, if not the greatest of all time.
You know, you hear about the once-in-a-generation player, and Freak just might be that for his generation. Big men can be most impactful on the floor, and boy, does he change a game.
That is what's so great about Freak. Even when he isn't scoring, you can see his presence on the floor. That is what great big men do. You can see how special of a player this kid has a chance to become.
Here's Freak up off the screen.
And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half, absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them.
Here is Edwards, following the basket by Freak. Dishes it to Jones. Here's Flash. Good on the triple.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
On defense, Michigan. The pass to Doherty. There's a screen. Feeds to Ellis. Kicks to Ford. Shoots from the line. No good off the front iron.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Jones with it. Picked up by Ellis. Smith, no luck. Texas trails by 9. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here is Edwards. He kicks it to Turner. A rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
So Michigan ends up going with the new group. The Wolverines leading by 10. The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorated in its athletics program. I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
On the court for the Longhorns, we've got Ellis. He's out there with Edwards, and it's Ford in at the force line. And it's Smith missing.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And while the Longhorns don't have any college titles in men's basketball, they have yet to even make it to the final game of the tournament. You get the feeling it's just a matter of time.
Freak passes to Flash. Down low, here's Freak. Texas grabs the miss.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Well, you know, the Longhorns have won a lot of conference titles over the years. Their conference isn't known as a basketball power, though. The school loves their athletics, and they are intent on having a strong basketball team.
The Wolverines leading by 6. Flash passes to Jefferson. He dishes it to Smith. Michigan moving it around. Crawford kicks to Freak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball. Really, in all sports, the school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years.
Here's Flash. Edwards defending. Here's Cunningham, and Davis sends it back, and he gets it back. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Warwick. Texas trails by 5. Doherty dishes to Thornton. All sorts of time. Edwards can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
Freak in at the 4 spot. He's out there with Smith. Flash out there with Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2. On the court for the Longhorns, they've got Edwards. Also Ellis out there. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the power forwards position. And it's out of bounds. The Wolverines able to retain possession here.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Here's Crawford. Flash passes to Smith. The feed to Freak. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And it's 9 points for Freak.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Good. Both teams making substitutions here. And Michigan has possession. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Crawford's shot is good.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here is Edwards. Now Ford. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. With the Texas Longhorn program, they've had a lot of NBA talent through the years, Greg Durant being the biggest name, but there are plenty.
Yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge is not far behind in terms of his impact. Tristan Thompson, DJ Augustine, Avery Bradley. Been a lot of great Longhorns to play in our league.
Freak, he's in at power forward. He's out there with Jones. Flash out there with Smith. And it's Crawford at the 2 spot. Now here's Freak. And he slams it one-handed.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wolverines.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good.
Different look for Texas. Rush is checked in, and it's Richmond in for Ellis. Texas trails by 18.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Wolverines.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
It's a long season, and you always need role players to step up and help out, and that was the case here. Everything was working for Jones. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. The baseline J. Nice jump shot. Good. And Michigan has possession. It's a 13-point game. Jefferson kicks to Stevenson. He feeds it to Freak. Shoots. Connects. The jumper drops.
Stop me.
And here's Blair. And so it's Michigan winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.